All right. And we are on and live. I'm doing something real quick. I know someone in the hospital and probably could use some easy quietness, so I'm going to make sure that they get my meditation. Okay, there's that. And there's that. And there's that. And there's that. And then I need to do a share out. I apologize. I'm kind of in charge of doing my own thing, so. Come on. Doggone it. There. Okay. Let me do my last bit of sharing out, and then I'll be up and running and we can do our meditation. All right. Let's see. One more. There we go. All right. Come on in. I apologize for that, but I needed to get it done really, really quick. All right. It is time to meditate. Thank you for coming. I have been working very hard to make sure that I take care of people. Luckily for me, I actually had someone who finally sought my help out, and I'm glad he did. Whoa, what happened? Oh, my recording should help him. And I guess I don't mention them often. I have recordings. My recordings help people meditate, but they do more than that. I actually have some recordings that help people, meaning you, anybody, get rid of not just daily negative energy, but lifetime energy, negative energy. If you sit there and you say, well, I've had a traumatic childhood, or I've had things happen to me in my childhood or in my adulthood. I was, in the military and I got hurt, or PTSD, or as a kid I had abusive parents. I have recordings that help that. And that may sound hokey, like, oh, sure you do. I tell you what, they work. Okay? And I'm only mentioning them at this point because sometimes people don't want to believe that things are possible. This is possible, okay? I know people that use my recordings, and they do work. They slowly peel away negativities, and not all at once, but a little bit of energy here, a little bit of energy there, until a negative trauma just becomes experience. Experience is a way we learn. It's no longer trauma. It doesn't hold us in place. It doesn't hurt us. It doesn't make us feel horrible. Experience just says, I learned something. That's what experience is. That's what my recordings do. Is they make it so your life becomes experience, not traumas or traumatic events. That's kind of the reason I do these meditations, is to make you aware that meditations can help, and in fact do help. I just today gave someone my meditations, and he's going to use them. We made sure that the type of meditations that I do that are guided work, so it's not like it's like, oh, well, got it and it didn't work. No, it works. And that way we know the process will work. And that's important. The process is important. This works off of getting rid of your grief, your fears, and your sadness, or your angers, the traumatic events that have those emotions around them. And you may say, well, my traumatic events, there's more. There's love, hate. No. What makes traumatic events are grief, which has sadness in it, fear, and anger. Those are what keeps events in the traumatic area and keeps them from becoming experience. That's what my recordings do. They work very well. I have yet to, hey, Derek, good to see you. I have yet to see it not work with someone. I know people that use them not even because they have really have had really horrible things happen to them. They use them because they actually wanted to open up their memory. And it's gone as far as even opening up their ability to think clearer, because they don't have the thoughts of anger and fear and frustration controlling their behavior. Being in charge of your behavior is an important aspect in life. And not everybody can say that they are, because most people actually aren't. I can sit there and talk about, and I even mentioned this before to the person I was working with today. I feel bad for people, and it may sound silly, but even for politicians. Everybody's like, oh, politicians, man, all they want is power and money, power and money. Have you ever thought that that's a loop that they can't get out of? That's not a good thing. And could you imagine if you could get them out of that loop and make it so that they can think for themselves? That's what my recordings do. It's all about getting rid of patterns that don't work. Patterns of bad behavior, or patterns of behavior that you're not happy with, that you're not in charge of. Does that make sense? I hope so. If you get along with my guided meditations, you'll get along with my recordings. What will they do for you? Anybody that I've worked with who uses them, they'll tell you it opened up their mind to their thinking abilities. They don't feel like they're caught in patterns and inability to control what goes on. And that can make the difference in so many things. They don't sabotage themselves. They don't feel like everything, like they're out of control or that they're not in control of things. That makes a difference. So, if you're interested, let me know. If you'd like more of an explanation, let me know. I'll be glad to sit down and talk with anybody who would like that. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead and get to a meditation. All right. Go ahead, relax. Remember, you want to be, I tell people, I know there are meditation gurus who will sit there and tell you, oh, you need to sit up and really work on your posture. I'm not one of them. Behind me is a lazy boy chair and I'm leaning on the foot. I have a bad back. It helps me. So, I encourage people to be comfortable. Allow yourself to be comfortable. Breathe a little bit. Take in some air. That's a good thing. Remind you that you're alive. That's what you need to do. It's just relax, take in some air. A lot of people don't realize how much breathing is important. And I suggest you breathe. Take in some air. Relax. You will be fine. Air is needed for circulation, to get the oxygen to your muscles, to your brain. It is important. So just relax and let it in. There you go. Now, slowly close your eyes and picture yourself putting roots down into the earth. Push them down. You're not harming anybody. Push them down into the ground. As you put roots down into the ground, start allowing the negative energy from your day to go down into the ground. Just let it go down. Let all the frustrations of how people talk to you join the flow down into the ground. Let all the negatives on how people treated you today join the flow down into the ground. And all the negatives from how people cut you off when you were driving today go down into the ground. Let any negatives about how maybe you hurt yourself today or how you have pain today. Let that join the flow down into the ground. You're okay. I don't judge you here. Nobody does. Just let it go. Let the negative go down into the ground. You will be okay. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to tell you how to think, how to feel. That's not my job. I'm here to help you relax. There you go. Start at the top of your head and just start letting your muscles from your head down into your neck relax. And let that tension go down into the ground. And now let the tension from your neck and your shoulders start to go down into the ground. And let that negative tension from your shoulders, your arms, and your upper back join the flow down into the ground. And let any tension from your fingertips, your lower back, join the flow down into the ground. You should start feeling relaxed. Your breathing should start to feel relaxed. No longer feeling heavy, tense, or tight. Just relaxed. And let the tension and the negative energy from your hips and your legs and your feet go down into the ground. You should start to feel tired, relaxed, comfortable. Relieved, unburdened, and let that join the flow down into the ground. Let those negatives just go down. Let all the things that people said and did today, and the things that maybe even you did today, all those negatives, just let them join the flow down into the ground. And allow Earth to wind some vines up around your roots. And just go up and around your aura to give you some warmth back, some comfort, some unconditional love. And just feel that around you as you let the negative go down into the ground. You will be okay. Earth doesn't judge. Earth doesn't judge you. Earth doesn't tell you that you're wrong. Earth just simply loves you. Allow that love to encompass your aura and let your negative go down into the ground. Your mind should be quiet now. Nothing's there to harm you. Nothing's there to hurt you. What pain you had has gone into the ground. Physical and emotional pain, gone down into the ground. Discomfort down into the ground. And you just have peace and quiet. And that is okay. Let that quiet contentment just be still. You will be okay. Nobody's here to harm you. Nobody's here to judge you. Just enjoy that moment of contentment as the negative from your day goes down into the ground. And you just have quiet serenity, peacefulness. Your muscles don't hurt. Your body doesn't hurt. You just feel still, aware of yourself, aware of the line down in the ground, aware of Earth's vines that have come up to warm you and to comfort you. And that's all that you need. It is just a moment of contentment. Everything is quiet now. Letting the remaining negative energy, the last bit of it, join the flow down into the ground. And once all the remaining negative energy has gone into the ground, allow Earth's vines to unravel and go down, and allow your roots to come back up into you. And allow yourself to be peaceful and quiet, serene and content. No harm has come to you. No one is trying to hurt you. You will be okay. No one here is trying to judge you. I am neutral. I do not have opinions, just love. Let yourself love yourself. Remind yourself you deserve love. You're allowed to be happy. You are allowed to care about yourself. You are allowed to take care of yourself. People can only manipulate you if you let them. Recognize that you have the right to not give that power to anybody. You're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to be in charge of yourself. No matter what anybody else says, you have that right. You have the power within you to be in charge of you. You are strong. You are capable. Now, slowly open your eyes. Look around. You might find everything a little bright at the moment. You've let go of a lot of tension that's been a cloud over you. Let the brightness of happiness be there, of contentment, of relaxation. You are okay now. You are okay. You will be good to sleep tonight. Allow yourself to just be content. When you are done here, you are allowed to have a good sleep. You are allowed to be content in your sleep, and you are allowed to wake up refreshed as it's supposed to be. Remember that, because you are loved. Good eve, Patrick. It's good to see you also. You kind of caught us at the tail end, my friend. I hope you downloaded those recordings. I sent you that link. Now, take a deep breath. Let out all the remaining negative thoughts. All your worries about sleep. Just let them go. You will sleep good as long as you want. And that's good. That's what you need. All right, everybody. I'm going to let you go tonight. Please, if you liked what you heard tonight, share, like, and subscribe. I would appreciate it, as always. You are all welcome here. I will be on tomorrow night, just to make sure that I am here for you. I love all of you. You get some good rest. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.